This is an Ectoplasm flat acrylic lightsaber blade from eBay seller sdalton256. He's also on Facebook as Sactown Steve. Now, as a disclaimer, Sactown Steve did send me this blade for free in order to review, so thank you very much for that. Now, let's dive into it. So this is a neat take on kind of the flat acrylic blade. So a lot of flat acrylic lightsaber blades out there sort of have like a lightning bolt pattern in them, kind of engraved or etched in them. But in this case, we have a very different color scheme. So we have several different kind of splotches of colors, almost a tie-dye-esque kind of psychedelic combination of these different colors. And it's a really neat effect. So it looks like the blade that I have here feels very green, so it's got a lot of green at the base, in the middle, and at the top. And there are a few other colors mixed in as well, so we have a nice patch of orange over here, a few other patches of orange there, a little bit of yellow there, and then three kind of very tiny splotches of blue. So it's kind of a neat pattern, and it feels very organic, or just, you know, like very artistic and organic, like somebody could just kind of select, you know, where to put the different colors, and each blade would be very different. And there are also these little patches of kind of transparent, where just like the blade, the original kind of clear blade color pops through too. So that's pretty neat. Now, this type of blade, it does illuminate best with a white LED, and that just is kind of a general rule for these flat acrylic lightsaber blades, that illuminates them the best. But let's just try it out with a few different colors as well. So depending on the color, you'll see different, a little bit of variation. That one's very dark. Green would illuminate this one specifically quite well, just I think simply because there's a lot of green elements in it. So you can see it changes just a little bit, but, you know, again, oh, that one's kind of neat. It brings out the kind of orange and red coloring. All right, well, just wanted to try some of those out. But let's actually take the blade off of the light source. And so here's the blade when it's not illuminated, which it also looks really cool when it's not illuminated. It's about 15 inches or 15.5 inches long from the tip of the blade down to the stem. And here's the stem. And the the stem itself is about 2 inches long, and it's 1 inch in diameter. So if you combine that in, it would be 17.5 inches, but, you know, it's really 15.5 inches of visible blade. And you have kind of this long curved side over here, and then there's a few peaks and valleys on the other edge of the blade. And it's just, you know, it's really neat. In the unboxing video, I kept calling it very cool, but that's because it is. It's just got these really interesting patterns and sort of splotches of different colors, and they mix together in interesting ways. It gives it a very kind of organic, vivid, lively feel to it, and it definitely comes across that each blade like this would have its own personality in a way. So you would just kind of see how the colors come together. But I like it a lot. So this is a flat acrylic blade from sdalton256. He's on eBay as sdalton256. He's also on Facebook as Sactown Steve. So I'll link to him below if you're interested.